This is Marloom's Creations, and today I'm going to teach you how to make Sophia the First as a mermaid on your rainbow loom. For today, you're going to need 30 caramel bands, that is for her hair, 41 skin color, and 14 white bands. You're going to need purple, and for the purple you need 21 purple. And then over here, this is jelly purple. So I use two different types of purple. So for regular purple, it's 21 bands. For the jelly from Rainbow Loom, it's 30. And then I use, for her fin, I use dotted purple bands, and that's 38. So I will say that again. 38 dotted bands, 21 regular purple, 30 jelly, 14 white, 41 skin, 30 caramel bands for the hair, and 2 black bands if you don't own any beads, or 2 black beads for her eyes. You're also going to need an S-clip, and as far as her crown, I used these bands that were at AC Moore, and they do rip a lot, but they do make a nice crown. And so you're going to need just 2 of those if you have any ones that look like that. And then I also used this type. I forgot what the name was. It has like a bubble to them. And so gather 2 of those, and then that will help to make her crown, and an S-clip. And once you have gathered all those supplies, then we will begin by making her tail and her arms. I'm going to begin by making Sophia the First, her fin, and you're going to take a single band, and I'm using the dotted because I wanted it to look different than her other part of her body. And you're going to place a single on these 3 pegs like that, and then you're going to use double. So now we're using double, and you're going to go down 3 times. And the same on the other side. And this is what I did so far. And then once you've went down 3 times on both sides, then you can grab another double band, 2 bands, and place it on these 3 pegs like this. Then you're going to grab a single band, wrap it around itself, and you're placing a triangle from here to here. Again, a single, wrap it around itself, and placing it from here to here. And then you're going to take a single band and wrap it around this peg 4 times. And then we can loop. You're going to take your hook and push back the capping, and there's 2 bands here. You're going to grab just one first, and you're going to bring it to either the right or the left, it doesn't matter. Again, reach in and then grab the other and bring it to the right or left. Then we are going to reach in here and loop that forward. Same here. Make sure you push back this triangle band when you reach into this peg. Bring the bottom 2 forward. Same here. Push back that triangle. Bring those 2 forward. Same here. And the same here. And then you're going to place this one in the middle. And now, if you don't have a spare hook, you can use a toothpick, but I do suggest that you grab something to place the fins on because they will come apart. I am going to grab a spare hook. In the meantime, I'll put it on this one. And this is one of her fins, and you need to make 1 more. So if we can do it together, place a single up here, and then you're going to go down on both sides using double bands. You're going to go down 3 times. And then again on that side, going down 3 times. And then we'll going to grab double bands, 2 bands, and place it on these 3 right here. Then grab a single, wrap it around itself, and place it as a triangle on these 3 pegs. Another single, and wrap it around itself and place it on those 3. Then grab another single and wrap it around this peg 4 times. And then you would loop that. In the meantime, let me show you the next step. We're going to make her arms. You're going to grab your skin color that you're choosing, and you're going to go down 4 times, and it doesn't matter where on your loom. You can just use 4 pegs to go down. And the same over here. And this will be her other arm. Then grab, and these are double bands, and we went down 4 times. Then you're grabbing a single skin color and you're wrapping it around this peg 4 times. And the same on this one. And then you're going to loop those. And this is one arm, and then this is the other arm. And we can remove it. And the arm you can place to the side. It doesn't have to be in the hook because it's okay, it won't come apart. And now we're going to finish looping the other fin. And you're going to pull back the capping and grab just one of those purple bands like before. Bring it to the left or the right, and then grab the other. Then reach in here, grab the bottom 2, loop that forward. Same here, loop that. Make sure when you are looping that you take the triangle band and you push it back, and you loop that forward. The same with this one, loop this forward. And then the same on this one, push back, loop it forward, loop this forward, and then grab this single band and loop it to the middle, and the same with this one, loop that to the middle. And then we can remove this other one from the loom. And that is both of her fins. And so you should have her fin and her arms. And now we're going to make her hair extension. And you're going to grab your caramel bands. So here's my caramel bands. And you're going to use 2 bands at a time. And you're going to go down 2. You're going to go down 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more. And the same on the other side. Just go down 5 times. And then once you have done that, you're going to take a single and you're going to wrap it around this peg only 3 times. And the same on here, just 3 times. And then we're going to just loop those as well. Push back the 3 bands and bring the bottom 2 forward. And we can just loop these. And same on this one. Push back the capping, bring the bottom 2 up, and then just regular looping. Then And you can take this off of your loom as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the tail and we're going to thread 2 bands onto here. And I'm using the jelly now, so I'm using the purple that's going to match the middle of her tail, the middle of her body. So I'm not going to use a dotted. So I'm taking jelly, and one by one I'm carefully making sure that I take all of the 3 loops and I thread it onto that band. And the same here, make sure you have all 3 and place it on that jelly band. Once you have done that, then you can take your hook and grab the other loop. And that is your tail now. And again, it's probably best if you place these loops onto another hook or a toothpick, or actually I think we are going to be safe and we don't need the very last peg on our loom, so you can borrow it by placing your fin right there on that last peg. So that's what I'm going to do for now. So we're going to begin now by making the actual doll. You're going to grab your caramel bands and you're going to place 2 on these 2 pegs right here, and make sure your middle row is above your other 2, that it's in the staggered configuration. Then take another 2 and place it here, and 2 here, and then 2 here. And now we're going to switch to our flesh color or skin color, and you're going to place the skin color in the middle. And you're going to go down here. So we went down 3 in the middle. And now on the sides we're going to go down 1. And on the second we're going to turn in. So we're going to just take from this peg and we're going to turn in. And the same on the other side. So you're going to go down once and turn in on the second. And then we're going to make her neck and her left and right shoulder. It's still using the skin color, so her left and her right shoulder. And then another 2 skin color and place it in the middle. And this is what we did so far. Yours should look like that. And now we're going to switch to white bands. Grab your white bands, place 1 here, and place 1 here. And now you're going to switch to your purple bands, your plain purple. So I have regular purple, jelly, and dotted. So you're going to switch to your purple bands and place 2 from the middle to the outer peg. Again, 2 from the middle to the outer peg. And then still using the regular purple, we're going to take 2 and place it down. Going down 2 times on that row. 2 times on this row. And then on this peg, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So it should look like this so far. You should have 2 here, 2 here, and then 3 purple in the middle. And now we're switching back to our white bands. So grab 4 bands, and from this peg, place it here. And from this peg, from the outer peg, place it in the middle. And now we're switching to our jelly bands. So you're going to grab 2 jelly bands and you're going to place 2 there, there. I'm going to go down 4 times on each side. So from this peg we went down 1, 2, 3. We're going to go down one more. The same on this side, go down 4 times. And then in the middle, on this peg, 2 there, 2 here, and a 4th. So it should look like that so far. You should have went down 4 in the middle with purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 here and there. And then take 2 more and from this peg, place it to this peg right here. And the same on this side. Take this peg and place it here. Take those bands. And then you can take off your fin, take your hook and grab those loops. And you're going to place these bands right here on this last peg, like that. You can take her arms and place it over here, and her other arm, place it here. Her hair extension, you're going to grab the loops like that, and you're going to place these bands right here, all these loops on this first peg right here, and then you're going to stretch it. There should be the 3 loops right here. Stretch it all the way to this peg right here. So it's from the top peg to this peg. So it's 1, 2, 3 down. And again, the same, place them on this loop, on this peg, and then grab that circle. It should be 3 loops only. And place it around to this peg right here. And it should be on the outside of your doll, like that. And now we're going to also make the sides of her, where the waist is, this little white part. So you're going to grab a white band, and you are going to wrap your band around 4 times. And then grab 2 more, and just transfer those onto that white band, onto those 2 white bands. So you transfer the loop that we wrapped around 4 times onto 2 loops. And then just go like that, grab the other loop, and you're placing this right here. And the same thing, wrap this around 4 times, grab 2 more bands, transfer it on there, grab the other loop, and place it on this peg. Now we're going to make her eyes. So if you don't have pony beads, you're going to be using bands. And you can take a single black band and wrap it around your hook 4 times, like that. And the same thing again, another single wrapped around 4. And then you're going to grab the flesh color that you use for your doll, a single, and just transfer those black bands on there. And then those go right here. And then you would just separate it. And that would be your doll's eyes. And then you would take this middle and open that up, that band right there, and place one loop on the peg above like that. And then that is your doll's eyes. Now we're going to place a triangle band on her face on this peg to this peg right here. So it's a triangle on these 3 pegs. And that is completing her face and her arms. And then we're going to have to place triangle bands on her body now. We're going to place the triangle bands on our doll, and you're going to start from the bottom, and the first one is going to be a purple, and we're going to take the jelly, or the one that matches your middle of your doll, and you're going to wrap it around twice and place it on these 3 pegs right here. So those 3. And then you're going to do that again. Take a single, wrap it around itself, and place it on these 3. And then do that again. And then we're going to take a single and just place it on those 3. So these were wrapped around 2 times, and this is a single. And then a single on these 3. And then you're going to do a double, and you can use your regular purple. So I'm going to take my regular purple and place it on these 3. And this is doubled. So it's doubled, doubled, doubled over. And this one's a single band, just placed on, single placed on. And this one also is doubled. And that completes the triangle band. And now we can begin to loop. So we're going to reach in under where her tail is, and we're going to grab the first top 2 bands. And for me, the first top two are going to the left. And then you're going to reach in for the next top 2. So you just pull on the fin a little bit to see what you're doing. And then mine are going to the right. And then the last one is pretty simple because it's the only one left. And that goes forward like that. And that's basically the most tedious part of this, and that's it. Then you're going to reach in, push back all the bands, and just grab the bottom 2 and loop that forward. And you might want to push down the triangle bands so it makes it easier to loop. Bring the middle forward. Again, push all these bands and just grab the bottom 2, bring that forward. And whenever we're looping, if you see the triangle band, you're going to push that back and then grab the 2 bands. Bring the middle. Same here. Might be a tight squeeze. Same here. Bring this forward. And this one. And then you're going to bring this forward and this one forward. And then we're going to grab these white bands right here and grab the top 2. Oops, it's not the top 2. You gotta figure out which one is the top 2. That one goes there. This is all tangled. Out my top 2, and then I bring it to the right, and then my other top 2, and bring that, and I grab too many, and bring that to the left. And then there's going to be 2 purple bands on the bottom in here, and you're going to grab that and bring that forward. So that's what it should look like so far. And then we're going to reach in here and loop that forward. Reach here and grab the bottom. Make sure you're pushing everything back except for the 2 purple bands. Loop that forward. And I feel tension, so I'm going to take my hook and go around in a circular motion to release that. Same here, because we have this piece here, it's going to be tight, so you push back every band and grab the bottom. Grab the bottom two and loop that forward. If it's tight, take your hook, go in a circular motion. So now we looped this, this, and this one. Now we're going to loop the middle and these, push this back, move that forward, and this one. And now we're going to grab these two purple bands and bring that to the middle, and these two purple bands and bring this to the middle, and it should look like that. And then you're going to grab the white and bring the white up, and then these and bring these up. Then reach in, grab the skin color and bring that up, and then reach in here and for the two skin color and bring that to the middle peg, and the same here, bring these to the middle peg. Now we're going to reach into this peg right here, the neck, and grab the two skin color, loop it forward. Take the top two bands, and mine are going to the left. Grab the other top two, it goes to the right, and then the other ones go to the middle. And then we're going to, actually I'm going to just switch something because I like to use pony beads. So if you are using bands, you can leave your loom the way we had it, but I like to use mini pony beads, and I just take my bead and I thread it onto a single skin color, and I'm placing it right here. And then I'm going to separate it and bring this loop to the top. And now I'm going to finish looping, so I can bring the middle forward and this one forward, and then reach in here and grab the two skin colors and loop that forward. The same on this one. Push back every band except for the two skin colors that you're looking for over here. And then there's this little eye band right here. Make sure you push that back and grab the caramel bands. And the same here. Push back the eye band, grab the caramel. And then we're going to loop these two here and these two here. Take a double look and make sure you have teardrop shapes. And then that's it. And then we're going to grab our hook. I don't know what happened here. And go through the loops of her hair on the top, and you can grab two bands if you want, or you can grab a single, it doesn't matter. I'm going to grab a single for now and bring it through and up like this, and then just create a slip knot. And then you pull, don't pull too tight. If it pops for you, you can just do that step over. Then take the back of your hook, and you're going to remove her peg by peg. Try not to just rip your creations off. It stretches the bands too much. And this is your Sofia the First mermaid doll. And just fix her arms. And as far as her fin, what you can do to make it stay straight is you can take the second band that's on the bottom over here, and you can put the other fin through it so that they lean on each other like that. And then take your hook and go through the capping on the bottom and pull, and then that'll give it a triangle shape. And same on this one. And now we're going to make Sofia's crown. So I'm going to take the hook and hide that slip knot band in the back because I don't like it. I'm just going to bring these white bands up so it shows more. And now for her hair, this is the band. I'm going to make Sophia's crown and her amulet. For the amulet, you're going to need one of those bubble bands, just one, and 3 purple bands. So grab one of those bubble bands like that, and then 3 purple bands, and 2 S-clips. We're not going to need the S-clips permanently, but it's just to do a little trick. So 2 S-clips. And then for her crown, you're going to need 2 yellow bands. And this is how I'm making it. I'm using the bubble bands that look like this, or I don't even know what they're really called, but I'm using the gold is going to be her crown, and this yellow, it will look like that. So it should just be 2 different colors, and then another thin yellow band, and this yellow band should try to match this color. So this is the supply for her crown. So let's begin by making her crown, in case you're not already confused. And let me grab my hook. So to do the crown, you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab one of the bands that are metallic and wrap it around your hook 4 times. And doing that again with the other. And then you're going to take a color that matches it so that when we wrap it around, it doesn't show. That's the point of matching it. And so I took a metallic gold, and I'm going to take, and actually it's yellow, I'm going to take this band and wrap it around itself like that. And then I'm going to slowly pull all of these bands on to that band that we wrapped around twice. So that's 1. And that's the other. And then you roll it, and you take your hook and put it through this loop right here. And then you're going to grab this loop, and this is the bubble bands that I found at AC Moore. They do rip and tear easily, but they make a nice headband. And you're going to slide it through, and be careful if you have these. And then you're going to take your hook through that loop, and you're going to grab the other one and make a slip knot. Just going to pull on it, and see, it broke. That's exactly my point. So let's do that. Actually, I already have one made, so all you have to do is, once you've done that, is slide the yellow to the middle. So here's one. When I slip knotted it, you just take your band, your gold crown, and you just roll it until it's mostly in the middle. And once you have it, you're going to take your hook through your doll's hair, and it's not this loop, it's the second loop right here. And you're going to take one of those bubble bands and then pull it through the back, and then come out and come through the second loop on this side. So not this loop, but this one. And grab the other yellow band slowly and pull it through. And then you can be brave and use an S-clip, but I suggest not because these bands will break. What I did is I used the the hair color that matches the doll, and I pulled it through those bands, and then I just created a slip knot. And then that color, since it's the same color as her hair, can be hidden in the back somewhere. And that's the idea for the crown. So now let's work on her amulet. For her amulet, you're going to use exactly the same type of bands that we use for this, and you're going to wrap it around your hook 4 times. And then you're going to grab 2 purple bands. And her amulet is actually purple. in the shell, but if we use purple, it blended in, and I didn't like that you couldn't see the amulet. So, but if you choose to have purple, you can do that. So you take 2 purple bands and bring the pink bands onto those bands like that. And then this is the part that's a little different. Take an S-clip, and you're going to S-clip the first loop, and you're going to figure out which loop this is. If you pull a little bit, figure out which one on this side belongs to that. It should be the same one on top. And you're going to S-clip the other one. So this, what you're S-clipping should belong to each other, should be the same band. And then you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab another purple band and you're going to create, oopsie, hold your finger on this one so it doesn't come up, and you're going to create a slip knot on the corner. So you hold onto this one so it doesn't come out, and then take your hook and slide another purple band onto that. And then you can take the amulet and it can slide and hide over that little knot. And make sure it's even. And what you want to do is just make sure that it's smack into the middle like that. And then you can take your bands, 2 bands, and bring it to the back, and then you can S-clip those together. That's why we have 2 S-clips. And leave it like that for just a second. And now this is the tricky part. We're going to take our hook and go in somewhere through the back. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to grab one of the purple loops. So here's 1, here's 2, and once I know that I have it, then I can remove just that one from the S-clip. So I'm going to take it off the S-clip and then leave this one on so it doesn't fall off. And I'm taking that that loop, and I'm bringing it through the back like that. And I am placing it onto this S-clip that's in the back. And the same on this one. We're going to go through the back over here. And you're going to grab that other purple loop. Once you know that it's on the hook, you can remove it from the clip. And then you're going to pull it through the back, and then borrow the same S-clip and place it on that hook. So that hook is holding the top and the bottom, and that is how you get her amulet. And like I said, as far as this loop, you can go through her hair and you can just hide it. And that is how you make Sofia the First as a mermaid, from the episode of the Floating Palace where she becomes a mermaid to save a friend. And it's my daughter's favorite episode. And this is Sofia the First on your Rainbow Loom, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.